Hello and welcome to Threefold Herbal Healing. I'm Herbalist Leo. I help people who feel sick and tired of being sick and tired, or people that struggle with chronic condition grow their health from the roots up. But before I was a clinical herbalist, for more than a decade, I've been a biodynamic herb grower. Farming is not a job, it's a lifestyle. In the season, you wake up with the sun and you fall into bed at sunset, 7 days a week. And no, I'm not here to complain. It's exhausting, but I enjoyed it. Where I live, the growing season is very short and intense. And I spent winter studying herbalism, planning, and ordering seeds. Seasonal living is part of a farmer's lifestyle because you move with the sunrise and sunset and the cycles of the season. So you're really connected to the natural cycles of the day and the year. Now, I'm telling you all of that because I was always excited when April arrived. In my yearly cycle, April 1st was always the time where I started the greenhouse. By the end of October, when the season ended, I was exhausted physically and mentally. If you suggested that I would start another season, I was like, no way, not going to happen. But in December, I was already browsing through seed catalogs. I would order seed at about January and started dreaming the garden. So I'm going to grow 700 plants of calendula and I'm going to plant them on this bed. And I'm going to grow 1,000 tulsi plants and they're going to go on that bed, and so on and so on. When April arrived, it was the first day in the greenhouse. And seeds were really always held my attention. They always fascinated me because when you hold a seed in your hand, it doesn't feel like you're holding a living being. Some of them look like small rocks. Others are just a powder. They are so tiny. It doesn't feel like a plant. It doesn't feel like anything alive in there. For example, when you look at an acorn, it is hard to imagine the majestic oak tree when you look at an apron. Yet within the apron lies the potential for the entire giant oak. Many herbal seeds, especially perennial herbs, like those from the mint family, are tiny. I open a packet of seeds and pour them into the palm of my hand. They are brown or black powder. I need to be really careful not to let the wind carry them away. Other seeds, like calendula, are much larger. Yet none of them look like it's alive. All cultures around the world consider seeds to be the source of creation. The word Shiva means the seed, the creator, and the benefactor of life, the mother and the father, the source of all wisdom, who transform old into new, death into life. In the Iroquois creation myth, the sky woman fell from the sky holding seeds in her fists. She then spread them on the mud from the bottom of the ocean to create Turtle Island, that we now call North America. Seeds are the transition between past life and future life, death and resurrections, ancestors and offspring at the same time. As such, seeds contain the collective wisdom of all past generations, making sure that all life will continue. As a farmer standing in the greenhouse every April, seeding hundreds of seeds, I always felt awe and hope mingled with some fear. Emotions that I know farmers all around the world feel at the door of a new season. I visited my seeds every day, watering them, praying, checking on them. It was always a mystery to me how seed germinate, how they become a plant. Because one day you go and there is nothing. There is, they are covered by the soil that you planted them in, and you see nothing. And you come the next day and suddenly there is a small shot with a leaf. And it's like, wow, that's a miracle. What happened? How did it happen? In the Jewish tradition, pomegranate is a symbol of fertility and abundance. I personally never counted the number of seeds in a pomegranate, but according to the rabbis, there are 613 seeds in a pomegranate, as many as the number of mitzvot, or practices in Judaism. In Kabbalah, the Jewish mysticism, pomegranate is the symbol of mystical union between the spirit and the body, a state called the Garden of Pomegranate, Pardes Rimonim, where seeds of love, justice, compassion, and hope take root in the heart of those who enter this state of consciousness. For seed to germinate, they must be buried in the dark earth. The earth is the archetype for the mother nurturing with unconditional love and compassion, midwifing seedlings. In the Greek mythology, Hades, the god of the underworld, kidnaps Persephone, the daughter of Demeter, the goddess of growth. In her anger, Demeter stops all growth and the earth becomes barren. Before Hades returns Persephone to her mother, he tricks her into eating 6 red seeds of pomegranate, sealing her fate to spend half of the year in the darkness of the underworld. Seeds are small and humble, yet they offer potential for growth and possibility, endless possibility. They are vital to sustaining life on the earth, yet modern culture considers seeds as a commodity. Consider developing bidirectional relationship with seed, where you acknowledge that seeds hold the wisdom of all life. Therefore, it is important that we hold them sacred and preserve the one that developed naturally through the evolution of the earth. Next week, I'm going to talk about seeds and seed saving and food safety. And that is because seeds really became commodity and they belong to all of us. It is not that somebody can hold the power of seed, because the power of seed is the power of life over in this planet. So I invite you to join me next week too. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any comments or questions, don't hesitate to, put them in the comments under. And I hope you benefited. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Bye.